Welcome back, everyone. So today we're going to see if this old 4020 high crop will start. To be clear, I brought this home a few weeks ago. I'll show a little snippet here from when we brought it home with that all-steel D. I haven't done anything to the motor since we got it in the shop here. It was still locked up in the rear end and everything, but I confirmed that the flywheel was free. So the motor does turn over. I've disconnected the hydraulic pump because there's no hydraulic fluid or anything in the system. The transmission is disengaged, so safety first. Outside of that, so I got two batteries here hooked up. I've got a new fuel filter on it. It kind of amazes me. Everything on this tractor was drained. There was not a drop of fuel in the fuel tank. There was just a little bit of water in the transmission, hardly any oil, but there is some antifreeze in it because I opened that petcock the other day. So with everything free, I'm kind of hoping that she'll start, but let's see. Let's turn it over and see what we got. I guess just ready to crank them?
Yeah, I mean, we can just roll with it, I guess, yeah. You'll just edit the...
Oh, hold on, let me take off the... I can just edit this out.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else I'm forgetting before we do this?
I'm just bumping this real quick.
Go ahead.
I just want to make sure we're going to have something happen.
Yeah. Think I should do anything with this fan?
No.
Okay.
Not, I mean, for as long as you're going to run it, you know what I mean? Do you have a can of ether out, Dan?
Starting fluid?
Where's the intake on this track?
It's this right here's your oil cap.
Okay.
If you want, I can shoot that in.
Let's just spin without it for a second, just see how it sounds, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
I would throw a little ether at it just to help it come to life. I can spray it if you want.
Alright, I can get it.
Okay.
Tell me when.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Diesel fuel leak. It's impossible to see diesel fuel leak.
That explains where all the diesel went.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the tank.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah, there's a hole. What's weird was it wasn't leaking
until we started cranking on it.
It
could have just had a little piece of something on it though too. You think you would have blown that off when you cranked on it, or filled it up?
Well, you want to give it one more shot?
Oh heck yeah, we're not dead in the water. Just slightly less motivated. The throttle's on.
Throttle's on. Yeah, I cranked it up a little bit more.
Okay, I like the pump. Or.
I mean, it's up there, but I got a foot pedal here. It's on.
And the linkage is on and everything?
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Just making sure. Ready?
Yep.
I feel like this thing's going to start.
It's probably filling those diesel lines.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised it didn't pop on ether. I wouldn't be afraid to hit it.
Well, you heard it pop for a
second.
second.
Yeah, it kind of whisked a little.
Yeah.
It didn't really like
pop. Yeah.
You could probably hit it with a little more. I wouldn't be terribly afraid to spray a little more on it. I don't think you're going to hurt it. You know what I mean? Ready?
Yep.
Yeah, I think we're going to run out of battery before it fires. I don't have a jump pad.
Alright, so we've had some trouble with the batteries. There's not enough oomph behind it. So we got got a truck to jump it a little bit and another battery charger, so we'll see what we've got now.
Hitting it.
That's got some jump. We can always bleed the line.
That was all ether.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep cranking. Well, there you have it. Sorry I cut the video a little short. The fire alarm started going off in the building here, the smoke detector. So I didn't want that blaring in the background. So great news, it runs. We were shooting ether in it just to kind of get it primed and going, because I knew I had it primed up to the fuel filter, but needed to kind of clear out the lines. As I kind of expected, I don't know if it was the injectors or the pump a little bit, but we had like no throttle response when you're hearing, different levels of the RPM. That wasn't anything that I was doing on the other side. That's why originally I had him helping me, because I was hoping to have him kind of jump it while I was either shooting ether or messing with the throttle. So yeah, thanks to my brother-in-law Carter for helping me to get this started today. It sounded really nice once it got off that ether. It ran really smooth. So, you never know what to believe on the TAC, but the TAC says 3,000 hours on it. Looks to be an original TAC. Let's just say it's weathered with the rest of the tractor. So that's good news. I feel pretty good about the motor then. I don't know that I'll tear into it, or I don't really, I'd say, have any reason to. It was weird, I put fuel in it, and then after we started cranking it, a hole came up, developed in the tank. So that's why I've got diesel leaking right now out of that tank. But the good news was, we didn't have throttle response to rev it up or anything, but when I needed to shut it off, I threw up the throttle and it shut it right off. And then we did run it a second time later after some while, because I don't, have the water, or antifreeze completely through the whole system and all that. I didn't want to run it very long. But after a little while, we ran it for another minute or two, and my father-in-law came, and it cranked right up with the batteries that were in place. We didn't even have to jump it anymore, and it just sat there and just purred. So it was a beautiful thing. So just feel really happy. I think it hasn't quite sunk in. I'm pretty ecstatic about it, that at least something is right on this tractor. Since I'm gonna have to tear into the rear end and transmission a little bit. So she definitely has life in her, and I'd say my plan always was to kind of save her, but it helps when you at least have half the tractor that is, I would say, working. So we'll find out. We'll start tearing apart the rear end and see what we can figure out for why it's locked up. Working on building my own split tractor stand right now, so I'll probably have a video on that soon, kind of showing how I built that, doing a little bit of my own custom design on that. I've done some research on people's different designs and things. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll be doing more videos on this tractor. I've got some other tractors that I'm sometimes working on, especially the all steel D. I'll start doing some videos on that soon, but I'd say this tractor is going to be my main thrust over however long. It seems like every tractor takes me a year or so to get a majority of the way through and back together. So we'll see how long this one takes. But so yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it. I'm happy. I'm satisfied. It's going to take a lot of work still, but a lot of learning experience to gain with this tractor. But feeling pretty good at the moment. So you all have a good day.